Yo, what's going on, guys? Enduring Ninja back with another Brawlhalla video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the issues with Brawlhalla. So for starters, we're going to talk about the weapon unbalance. So I know if you really do play Brawlhalla, you know about how some of the weapons, if you use like axe or hammer, you're always going to have such like a really big advantage over people. And I mean, I think that's aggravating, especially like me as a Scythe player. I mean, I know Scythe, I can't really complain because Scythe really, some people can argue that Scythe is overpowered. But I'm talking about like with the axe or the hammer, they have eight heavy attacks. And I mean, that's just aggravating. Another thing we're going to talk about is what me and my friends like to call the Brawlhalla lag. So if you don't know, Brawlhalla lag is whenever it says in the game that you have green bar, but then out of nowhere, you'll just start skipping around the map, and it will go on for the entire game. That's really aggravating, especially for me, because I mean, I have a pretty decent connection. I know my buddies have better internet than I do, and we all have to deal with it. And whenever you get put in that situation, I mean, it's never fun. You're always at an unfair disadvantage. You know, it's aggravating. You almost always end up losing that match. It's always just a kiss your elo goodbye kind of situation. Another thing I think is a problem is the unfair ranked matchmaking. So I'm sure if you do play, especially ranked, you've experienced where you might be a couple games away from platinum. Okay, say that, but then out of nowhere you get matched up with people that are in mid plat. So you're in high gold playing up against people who have been in platinum for a while. That's one of the things that me and Joey had to deal with whenever we were climbing up to platinum, and now we're having to deal with whenever we're climbing up to diamond. We're mid platinum, but we're playing up against diamonds that we don't need to be playing up against. And then whenever you get stacked on top of Brawlhalla lag, yeah, it's not very fun. Alright, so here's some of my ideas to fix these problems. So Blue Mammoth really needs to fix some of the broken heavy attacks. Like I said, axe, hammer, those are just insane. So like I know how every weapon, usually the side air is always gonna be a heavy attack. It's always gonna be able to eliminate somebody. Well, like just maybe some of the attacks, like nerf the damage on them a little bit. Don't nerf them to where nobody wants to use those type of attacks anymore. But just like maybe just reduce the amount of damage output, like just a little bit, not nerf them to the ground. The next problem that could be fixed is the Brawlhalla lag. So to fix the Brawlhalla lag, I feel like Blue Mammoth needs to fix the servers instead of punishing players that have a higher elo. So instead of maybe pushing out new players like Rayman that's coming out in a couple days, or actually not a couple days, it's coming out next month. I feel like Blue Mammoth needs to fix existing problems, like the Brawlhalla lag, saying you're lagging but you really have green bar. But yeah, I feel like they need to fix their existing problems first, like the servers, instead of actually putting out new players and making it aggravating for people that take the game competitively. So to fix their matchmaking matchups, I feel like Blue Mammoth needs to put a tighter elo cap on the matches. So, like I said earlier, me and Joey are in mid-plat, and we're fighting up against diamonds. Well, mid-plat's about, I know last season, our peak was 1850, it was around there. Well, okay, and then we were fighting up against people that were 2000, 2100. Alright, so that's about 200 to 300 elo above us. So, and that's really aggravating. So what my deal is, I feel like maybe the highest should be 100. 100 elo above is the cap for matching. Yes, that is going to make matchup times a lot longer, but for me, I would much rather be put on a longer wait time to be able to play than playing up against people who I should not be playing up against to begin with. So to make Brawlhalla a little bit better, I feel like instead of having to spend a whole bunch of money to buy Mammoth coins, I feel like there should be a system, sort of like how Fortnite has the Battle Pass. Not saying to completely rip off of that idea, but make it where after a certain amount of levels, you will get like maybe 100 or 150 mammoth coins. I mean, I played Brawlhalla for a while, but I don't have enough money to spend it on the stuff that I would like to get in the game, so I just don't. I know a lot of my friends do. But with me, that would really be beneficial because, like, I don't know if my exact level, but I would say I'm around like 46. So maybe like every 5 levels, like I said, maybe 100, 150 blue mammoth coins, and I mean I would have a bunch of the skins, a bunch of weapons. So another thing that I'd say is instead of having like a League of Legends type legend system, like instead of having to spend a couple thousand gold, maybe like a progression system would be better. Like, I mean, I have a bunch of the legends. It's not that big of a deal for me. But like for people that are just now starting out, like if they instead of grinding for coins, they're grinding for their level and spending more time on their level. Every level up, you get a certain legend. Now, it would all be opinion based because I would say, with me, I would say the lesser played legends should be at the bottom of the list. So like, I'm just gonna spit out a name because I know this one on top of my head. Um, Say like I reach level 5, well then why don't I get Bodvar? Not Bod, yeah, not yeah, sure Bodvar, whatever. Say I get Bodvar at level 5, well then why not at like instead of having to spend, I think it's like 23,000 for Bodvar since he's one on the screen at the start. I would think it's 23,000, but then I know with Mirage, I would say you'd unlock Mirage at like level 35 because Mirage is a pretty good character, very well balanced, I feel like at least. And a lot of people play her in ranked. So I mean, the more people that play them like competitively or just in the community in general, I feel like that should be like the higher level you should have to be able to unlock them. Or if you want to, I mean, you can still buy them. You can just like the battle pass in Fortnite, you can spend your V-Bucks to buy your tiers. Then maybe you could either buy the legend or buy up a certain level. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is sort of a rant video. I don't know what you want to call it. Just sort of to explain my reasoning with some of the problems that are going on in Brawlhalla and sort of some ways I can fix them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.